Winter does a number on indoor plants. The air gets dry, the light dips, and suddenly even your toughest house plants start looking tired. But here's the good news. You don't have to spend a fortune to keep them healthy. Dollar Tree has a handful of simple, cheap items that make winter plant care way easier. And today I'm walking you through the exact 14 I rely on every year. These are things anyone can grab, and they genuinely make a difference in how your plants handle the cold months. Welcome to Greenhaven Homes. If you love keeping your space green without draining your wallet, you're in the right place. I'm breaking down each item, how to use it, and the tricks I've learned along the way. And if you want more practical plant tips like this, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Stick around too, because item number 14 is the one that always surprises people. Item number 1 is a simple spray bottle, but in winter it becomes one of the most important tools you can keep near your plants. Indoor air gets unbelievably dry once the heat kicks on, and many houseplants start to lose moisture faster than they can replace it. A quick misting helps raise the humidity around the leaves, especially for tropicals like ferns, calatheas, and pothos. Even if you're not misting every day, keeping a spray bottle handy makes it easy to add a little moisture right when your plants need it most. It's also great for refreshing propagations, keeping moss poles damp, and giving dusty leaves a quick rinse. Another smart way to use a spray bottle in winter is to combine it with simple plant grouping. When several plants sit close together, the moisture you spray lingers longer and creates a little pocket of humidity. It's not the same as a full humidifier, but it absolutely helps during those bone-dry weeks when your plants start to crisp at the edges. You can even add filtered water to avoid hard water spots or use room temperature water so you don't shock tender leaves. For something that costs $1, it does a lot of heavy lifting all season long. Item 2, clear plastic storage bins. Clear plastic storage bins are one of the easiest ways to give your plants the humidity they're missing in winter. They basically act like mini greenhouses, trapping moisture and warmth around your plants without any special equipment. If you have small tropicals, freshly propagated cuttings, or plants that always seem to dry out no matter what you do, placing them inside one of these bins can make a big difference. You just pop the lid on loosely, let the natural moisture from the soil build up inside, and suddenly you've got a stable, humid environment that feels way closer to the conditions these plants prefer. These bins are also great if your home runs extra dry or drafty. You can line the bottom with a towel, add a little water for extra humidity, or keep a small open cup of water inside to maintain steady moisture. They're lightweight, stackable, and easy to move closer to a window so your plants still get bright light. Plus, you can open or close them depending on how much airflow you want, which makes it simple to tweak the setup until your plants are thriving. For $1, it's basically a customizable greenhouse you can set up in seconds. Item 3, pebbles or decorative stones. Pebbles are one of those Dollar Tree finds that quietly solve a big winter problem. Low humidity without the risk of soggy soil. A humidity tray is simple to make and incredibly effective. You fill a shallow dish with pebbles, pour in just enough water so it sits below the tops of the stones, and place your plant on top. As the water evaporates, it raises the humidity right around the plant, giving it a little moisture boost without drowning the roots. This setup is especially helpful for plants that hate dry air but are sensitive to overwatering, which makes it perfect for winter care when soil dries out unevenly. Another bonus is how low maintenance these trays are. You can tuck them under multiple plants, refill the water every few days, and forget about them. They're also great for grouping plants together, since several humidity trays in one corner can create a stable, cozy zone your tropical plants will appreciate. And because Dollar Tree carries different sizes and shapes of stones, you can mix and match to make trays that fit your space. It's one of the cheapest upgrades you can add to your winter plant routine, and once you try it, you'll end up making several. Item 4, aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is a simple way to squeeze more light out of short winter days, especially if your plants sit near windows that don't get much direct sun. Foil reflects light back toward the plant, helping brighten the area without any extra equipment. You can tape a sheet to the side of a pot, stand a piece behind a plant, or attach it to cardboard to make a quick reflector. It works best for plants that need brighter conditions but don't have a prime window spot. Even a small sheet can help bounce light into corners, that normally stay dim all winter. The key is placing the foil so it reflects light toward the plant without overheating anything. Keep it a little angled, not pressed right up against leaves, and make sure it's secure so it doesn't fall onto heaters or vents. It's also helpful near north-facing or east-facing windows, where light is softer but still usable if you redirect it. For something that costs $1 and takes seconds to set up, foil can noticeably improve the amount of usable light your plants get during the darkest months of the year. Item 5. White poster board or foam board. White poster board is one of the easiest ways to boost light for your plants without making the space look cluttered or harsh. Unlike foil, which creates a strong shine, whiteboard reflects light in a softer, more even way. You can stand a sheet behind a plant, lean it against a wall, or cut it to fit a specific shelf. The bright white surface helps push extra light back toward the leaves, which matters a lot in winter when the sun sits low and natural light drops. It's especially useful for plants that can't handle direct sun, but still need bright, indirect light to stay healthy. These boards are also a nice option if you want something that blends into a room without drawing attention. They're lightweight, easy to wipe clean, and can be moved around depending on which plants need the most help. If you're working with a darker corner, a whiteboard can make that spot feel brighter almost instantly. You can even attach it to the back of a plant stand to create a more reflective backdrop. It's a cheap, no-fuss upgrade that helps stretch every bit of winter daylight your plants can get. Item 6. Small decorative mirrors. Small Dollar Tree mirrors are a clever way to brighten up dim corners where plants struggle the most in winter. Mirrors bounce natural light around a room, giving plants indirect light even if they're not sitting right next to a window. You can prop a mirror behind a plant, hang one on the wall opposite a window, or place a few around a shelf to redirect whatever daylight you get. The reflection doesn't replace a grow light, but it absolutely helps stretch the sunlight you already have, which can make a noticeable difference during those short, cloudy winter days. What makes these mirrors so useful is that they're both functional and decorative. They blend into your space easily and don't look like a DIY project. Yet they still help support the plants that need a little extra brightness. You can experiment with angles to see exactly where the reflected light lands and adjust until you get the best coverage. They're lightweight, easy to move around, and surprisingly effective for the price. If you have a corner that always stays gloomy in winter, a couple of these can help bring that area to life without spending more on lighting. Item 7. Microfiber cloths. Microfiber cloths might seem basic, but keeping your plant's leaves clean is essential in winter when sunlight is already limited. Dust and grime build up quickly indoors, blocking the little light your plants get from reaching the leaves. Using a soft microfiber cloth, you can gently wipe each leaf, removing dust without scratching the surface. This simple step helps your plants photosynthesize more efficiently, keeps them looking healthy, and even reduces the risk of pests hiding under dirty leaves. It's an easy habit that makes a huge difference over time, especially for broadleaf plants like monstera, fiddle leaf figs, and rubber plants. Beyond just cleaning, microfiber cloths are perfect for delicate winter care because they hold water just enough to gently wipe leaves without drenching them. You can dampen the cloth slightly with room temperature water to lift stubborn dirt, or keep it dry for a light dusting. This approach keeps plants from getting cold shocks from chilly water in winter while still maintaining their health. A pack of microfiber cloths costs almost nothing at Dollar Tree, but the impact on your plant's growth and appearance is immediate and noticeable, making it a winter must-have. Item 8. Dish soap dish. Soap is one of those surprisingly versatile items that can help you fight off winter pests without buying expensive sprays. Even in winter, indoor plants can attract spider mites, aphids, and other small insects that thrive in dry, heated air. A few drops of gentle dish soap mixed with water creates a mild insecticidal soap that's safe for most houseplants. You can spray it directly on leaves, stems, and even in the soil surface to keep pests at bay. It's a simple, cost-effective solution that doesn't rely on harsh chemicals and can save your plants before an infestation takes hold. The best part is how targeted and easy it is to use. You can mix up a small batch in a spray bottle, apply it carefully, and repeat as needed without overdoing it. It also works well with cotton swabs for precision cleaning of tiny spots, ensuring that you don't spray areas unnecessarily. Many plants respond well to this gentle treatment, and combining it with regular leaf cleaning and humidity control makes it far less likely for pests to settle in over winter. For $1, dish soap becomes a powerful winter defense for your indoor garden. Item 9. Cotton swabs. Cotton swabs are a small but incredibly handy tool for winter plant care. They're perfect for precision cleaning and targeted treatments, especially in tight spaces where a spray bottle or cloth can't reach. If you notice pests hiding in leaf creases, around new growth, or along stems, a swab dipped in water, diluted dish soap, or neem oil lets you remove or treat them without affecting the entire plant. This makes it easy to manage problem areas without stressing your plant or risking overspraying, which is especially important during winter when plants are more sensitive. Beyond pest control, cotton swabs are great for cleaning small leaves, wiping off stubborn dust, or applying fertilizer or foliar sprays to specific areas. They give you complete control over where moisture or treatment goes, preventing overwatering or dripping on surfaces. They're cheap, disposable, and incredibly versatile, turning a simple Dollar Tree pack into a mini toolkit for plant maintenance. For any plant parent looking to care for delicate or finicky plants through winter, cotton swabs quickly become a go-to item. Item 10. Plastic cups or containers with holes. Plastic cups or containers might not scream plant tool, but in winter they're perfect for creating affordable pots with proper drainage. Overwatering is one of the most common mistakes in winter, since plants grow more slowly and the soil stays moist longer. By punching or drilling a few holes in the bottom of a cup or container, you can make a simple cache pot that allows excess water to drain away, protecting roots from rot. It's an easy, customizable solution for seedlings, small house plants, or plants in temporary setups during the colder months. Another advantage is that these containers are lightweight and versatile. You can layer them inside decorative pots, group multiple plants together, or even cut them to fit unusual spaces. This method gives you full control over watering while keeping your plants safe from soggy soil. Plus, if you need to move a plant closer to a window for better light, it's easy to lift and rearrange. For just $1, plastic cups with drainage holes are a simple way to improve plant health and prevent one of the most common winter problems. Item 11. Bamboo skewers or chopsticks. Bamboo skewers or chopsticks are a surprisingly effective tool for checking soil moisture during the winter months. Overwatering is a silent killer when plants are growing slowly and evaporation is low, so using a skewer is a simple way to avoid root rot. You just poke it into the soil, leave it for a few seconds, and then check for dampness. If the skewer comes out wet or muddy, you know the plant doesn't need water yet. If it's mostly dry, it's safe to give a light watering. This chopstick method is far more accurate than guessing based on the top inch of soil alone, especially for deeper pots. Beyond checking moisture, bamboo skewers can help with aerating compacted soil or even supporting small seedlings and cuttings temporarily. They're sturdy, reusable, and completely safe for your plants, making them a versatile winter tool. Using a skewer helps you avoid the common winter pitfall of overwatering, which is one of the main reasons indoor plants struggle during the colder months. For just $1, it's a precision tool that can save your plants and give you confidence every time you water. Item 12. Sponges. Sponges are a simple Dollar Tree item that can do double duty for your plants in winter. One of the easiest uses is to improve drainage in pots. By cutting a sponge into small pieces and placing them at the bottom of a container before adding soil, you create air pockets that help excess water escape, preventing root rot. At the same time, the sponge can hold a small amount of moisture, slowly releasing it to thirsty plants and helping maintain more consistent soil hydration during the dry winter months. It's a cheap, practical way to balance water retention and drainage at the same time. Another benefit is versatility. You can use sponges under plant pots as part of a humidity tray setup, or even cut them to fit smaller containers for seedlings or cuttings. They're easy to clean and reusable, so a single pack can last through the entire winter season. For tropical plants or those prone to drying out, a sponge can act as a buffer, giving roots just enough moisture without the risk of overwatering. Simple, inexpensive, and highly effective, Sponges are one of those items that quietly make winter plant care so much easier. Item 13. Labels or plant markers. Labels and plant markers are an essential organizational tool for any indoor garden, especially in winter when different plants have varying needs. It's easy to forget which plant was watered last or which one prefers slightly drier soil, so labeling each pot can save a lot of guesswork. You can jot down watering schedules, fertilizer dates, or notes about sunlight requirements directly on the marker. This small step helps you maintain consistency, which is especially important during the slower growth months when overwatering or underfeeding can easily stress your plants. Beyond just keeping track of care routines, labels also help identify plants that might look similar but have different requirements. For example, two different varieties of pothos or ferns may need slightly different moisture levels, and a quick glance at a marker prevents mistakes. They're inexpensive, reusable, and make it easy to rotate plants without losing track of care instructions. For any plant parent looking to stay organized and ensure every plant gets exactly what it needs, labels are a simple yet powerful winter tool. Item 14. Tension rods. Tension rods are a surprisingly versatile way to maximize light exposure for your plants during the darker winter months. By installing a rod across a window frame or between walls, you can create an instant shelf for smaller pots, hang lightweight planters, or even layer multiple plants at different heights. This setup allows you to make the most of limited window space and get more light to plants that would otherwise sit in shadow. It's a flexible, budget-friendly alternative to buying a full plant stand or shelf, and it can be adjusted or moved as needed throughout the season. Another great advantage is how customizable tension rods are. You can hang trailing plants to create a cascading effect, place reflective boards behind them to boost light even more, or combine with other items like small mirrors or humidity trays for an optimized plant corner. They're easy to install without drilling, which is perfect for renters or anyone who wants a non-permanent solution. For just $1, tension rods turn overlooked window space into a functional, bright, diverse, and stylish plant display, making them a total game changer for winter plant care. Bonus tip: combine multiple items for maximum winter plant care. One of the best ways to give your plants the ultimate winter boost is to combine several of these Dollar Tree items into a single strategic setup. For example, you can place a plant on a Pebble humidity tray, use a spray bottle to mist it lightly each day, and wipe the leaves clean with a microfiber cloth. This combo addresses three of the biggest winter challenges at once: low humidity, dry air, and dust that blocks light. The result is a healthier, happier plant that can thrive even during the coldest months. You can also mix in other items like small mirrors or poster boards to reflect extra light onto plants tucked into darker corners, or use bamboo skewers and sponges to monitor soil moisture and improve drainage. Labels help you track when each plant was last watered or treated, keeping your system organized and stress-free. By creatively combining these inexpensive tools, you create a simple, affordable winter care routine that covers humidity, light, watering, and maintenance, all for a fraction of the cost of specialized equipment. So there you have it, $14 tree items that make winter plant care simple, affordable, and effective. From spray bottles and humidity trays to tension rods and mirrors, each item solves a common problem indoor plants face during the colder months. With just a few dollars, you can create a setup that keeps your plants hydrated, well-lit, and thriving all season long, without stress or guesswork. Even combining a few of these items can transform a struggling corner of your home into a healthy, vibrant plant oasis. Which item are you most excited to try first? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing what works for your indoor garden. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss more budget-friendly plant care ideas from Greenhaven Homes. Your plants and your wallet will thank you.